for joining me for another episode of Veronica's Moment, a healthy lifestyle for people over 50. Today, I want to share with you 5 tips on how to get out of your comfort zone so you can explore the world around you because it's humongous. There is so many things in this world that we are limiting ourselves by staying in one place. So, comfort zone is something that you don't want to keep the same thing all the time. You need to open your mind and to check the life and to see what is out there in life. Okay, so today I'm going to share with you 5 tips on how to get out of your comfort zone. Number one, everything that we do in life falls into 2 categories: comfort zone and outside of your comfort zone. So your comfort zone is something that you do all the time, and as you do it time and time again, you get used to it and it becomes a second nature, and before you know it, it gets into your subconscious, so you do it without thinking. For example, when you're going to work, if your job is to drive and you drive every day the same road, you stop at the same gas station. After a while, it becomes a second nature, and sometimes when you get to work, you don't even remember how you get there. You don't even remember where you excuse me, you saw on the street. So that's meaning you are in a comfort zone doing the same thing over and over, and now you're doing it automatically without thinking. Okay? Outside your comfort zone is the other part, which is you have to push yourself to make it happen. So for example, if you know that exercise is good for your health, but the way to exercise, whatever your exercise of choice is very difficult, especially when you have to run or jog. It's something that is very hard to do, and you are not using it, you're not accustomed to doing it day in and day out. So when you are faced with pushing yourself, it's kind of intimidating and it's scary. But that's what you need to do in order for you to grow and to move on. So you need to push yourself, and as you push yourself to do this, you will find yourself able to do it, just like driving. You do it. First time was not wasn't easy. It was a little bit challenging, but the more you do it, the better you are. But with your comfort zone, you need to do things that is outside your comfort zone so you can grow, you can explore other options and opportunity in life. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is the fact that when you are in your comfort zone, it limits your opportunity to do anything. So with that come a lack of opportunity, is that your world starts to shrink. It becomes very limited. It's very small, a small thing. Like if you're just doing the same thing over and over, after a while you don't expand your mind. Your mind is staying in the same place and you don't grow. So it just makes your world very, very small. So the way to get out of that is to think differently. Rewire your brain, make it think different stuff. For example, if you're thinking about negative, like for example, you said, oh, by the way, I don't want to go to work today, but you know what, I have to do it. Or I don't like my job, but I have to do it. So you have to think about, yeah, I know I don't like this job, but I think if I give it 2 months, I can gain another skill and I can go, learn different skills that will get me the job that I want. Or I will get the job that is close to my house, then I have to drive, I'll have time in my hand to do things. So you just have to rewire your mind about positive things that you wanted to you wanted to do so you can move forward. Okay? Number 3 is the fact that, so when you are trying to make a change in your life, sometimes it's very challenging because you might not know what you need to change, and that's difficult. But this happened because you start to doubt yourself. You doubt your ability to do things for yourself. So you start to internalize those thoughts in your mind about yourself and saying, I don't want to do this. I know if I do it, this is going to happen. And if I don't do this, this is not going to happen. Just talking to yourself subconsciously, just thinking about how you cannot, how this is going to be difficult. So for example, if you say to yourself, I'm not attractive, I'm not beautiful, I'm ugly, people call me ugly. Now even if it was said long time ago and you internalize it and it just come to your mind, you feel like you're not attractive. So with that come the idea that if you are not attractive, nobody's going to be attracted to you, so you will not you will not get a life partner. So you become to talk to yourself negatively about why, about how ugly you are, and how your opportunity to meet somebody is very limited because of your appearance. And the more you believe that, you will act on it. So for example, you are not going to create an opportunity to meet someone because internally you are thinking you're not worthy. So internalizing that idea in your mind will not, even if somebody walk into you and say they like you, you're not going to believe it, you're going to doubt it, because you have already programmed your mind that you are not an attractive person. So that requires that you have to really get out of that kind of thinking, rewire your mind by telling yourself the opposite, because your mind and the way the brain works, they don't know the difference, whether it's negative or whether it is a positive thing. But they know you are telling them some instruction, so they don't want to, they just take it as it is. So why not give them a positive thinking and say, you know what, I am beautiful, I am worthy, people love me, people adore me, and everywhere I go, I will fall in love because I am that, that charismatic person. Okay, so you kind of reverse the negative thought, and then they start to talking about positive. People, when they talk about therapy, meditation, and how to get out of their ways, it's really important to realize that the power of making a change is within your reach. You just have to tap into it. You just have to go in deep inside of you, not even deeper. You just have to make sure that you know that this is what you want to do, and you make an attempt to make a change. Okay. So that leads me to number 4. Okay, so number 4 is wherever you put your energy is where your focus is going to be. So if your focus is about negativities and things are not going my way, obviously it's going to be difficult for you to make a change. And change is what you need for you to move forward and to build yourself. I don't think there is anybody in this world who say, I am not interested in improving myself. I am not interested. Maybe some people are just content with what they are. But if you're content, that's just you limiting your ability to do things. Guys, if you remember, like when people were going up, this is in the United States a long time ago, when President J.F. Kennedy said, our American gonna go to the moon. It was just unheard of. It was just unimaginable. People didn't think it's gonna happen. But guess what? Jeff Bezos is going for a vacation in the moon. So we have a lot of potential to do things that is extraordinary. But because of our mental state or the environment we grow in, that tells us maybe women don't do this, or kids don't do this, or when you reach a certain age, for us at this age, it's like you can really change because you are set on your ways. Like, the older you get, it's so hard for you to make a change because you are set on your way. But with that comes the fact that you're not going to make an attempt because first, your age is limiting you. Second, you're set on your way, so you don't want to make a change. But I'm here to encourage you to say, think positive and think outside the box, because you will make a difference in the world. Okay? So the last one I wanted to talk about is, again, it's about thought and thinking and things that you think about in life. So 90% of us go about this world thinking the same thought we thought last night. Isn't that weird? 90% of people in this life have the same thought as the day before. And the same thought as the day before will lead to the same behavior as the day before. And the same behavior will lead to the same activities. Same activities will lead to the same decision making. Decision making that will lead you to the same experiences. The same experiences lead you to the same thought, and the cycle starts. Okay. So how do you think? If this is your reality, you're thinking the same way time and time again, how can you get out of that cycle and say, I need to think differently from what I am used to? Okay? Because that's what you need to move on and to move with, to move with your life. Because if your thought is the same thing over and over and you're doing the same thing, like I said earlier, you're not going to be able to grow because you are stagnant. You're just in one place. So again, rewire your brain to think differently, to tap into different things. If you're used to not take a vacation, try to take a vacation and go to places that you have never been, so that you can explore what is outside there. Trust me, behind the comfort zone, there is a lot of opportunity that you need to tap into in order for you to grow and to live the life that you desire, and the life that is going to show you all the potential you have in this life that you can achieve. So with that, I'm going to end my taping today. And please, please, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please hit the bell down. And I would really, really love to have to hear your comment about what I'm talking about, if you like it, so that we can expand on it or share ideas. So your comment is so important to me. And with that, I'm going to end my taping, and thank you so much. I appreciate your attention, and I hope we'll see you next week.